Hello. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight's video is about crystals for Cancer season. So let's get started. So, my intention for you this evening is that you find alignment with your higher self and with your path and with your soul's calling and your Tao in this lifetime. And that I can help you on that path in any way I can. And for you to have a relaxing and wonderful evening and night of restful, healing sleep. I'm going to start out this video with a little bit of Palo Santo instead of the sage that I had been using. I love Palo Santo for really any of the fire or water signs because this so magically balances fire and water and has such an elevating vibration. Make sure to get your Palo Santo safely and ethically sourced. This was sometimes it takes just a bit to get going. So just let that smoke wash over you. Take some deep breaths. Allow it to help you get into a more relaxed and meditative state. I wish you could smell it. Allow your muscles to relax and find a comfortable spot. Just let the tension from the day go. Okay. Just gonna leave this burning off to the side. We've also got our helper here, and she's been purring. That's a little bit too helpful, thank you. Somebody is ready for spicy Cancer season. Thank you. I hope that wasn't too loud. I apologize. So, Cancer season based on sidereal or Vedic astrology, which is what I practice or study more closely, has the dates from July 16th through August 15th. And Cancer is one of my favorite signs. I think I'll probably say that about all of them, but I've got some close besties who are Cancers and just really love the sign. Cancers are a water sign, and they tend to be very nurturing. So in the way that water might be filling your cup and giving life to all the things on the planet, Cancers can be very, very nurturing. They're kind of like the moms or the aunts. I like the aunts better of the group. I would venture to say, so Scorpios tend to get the bad rap for being the darkest or the most mysterious, but I think Cancers definitely have them beat on that one. Cancer is the type of sign that in the same way will be nurturing, also has mother bear energy, and there is literally nothing fiercer on the planet than mother bear energy. They can be a bad bitch, like just straight up. So that's just another reason why I love them. They are so kind and generous and caring and will do anything for you. They are just one of the best friends to have. They hold space so beautifully and are such just connected to magic and intuition and all the yummy stuff, but they definitely can cut you if they need to. So yeah, I love Cancer. So the crystals that I have today that I think most closely resonates with the same frequency that I feel as far as the electromagnetic spectrum, the light spectrum that we are able to tap into most easily here. And it's sort of based on the rays or the archetypal frequencies in the universe. So if we had to boil it down into frequencies, these crystals, I feel like, capture them. So the first one that I have is rose quartz. And I think rose quartz is appropriate because it captures that sweet, nurturing side really, really beautifully. Rose quartz is so accessible and so friendly and so warm, and it's the best friend that's just always right there, and it's dependable, and you know what you're getting with rose quartz, so it's so healing also. It's such a beautiful frequency and such a healing crystal. So rose quartz, just right off the bat, on in sort of a more surface level frequency. And the next crystals I have, this is the main crystal that I associate with Cancer, and it's ruby. And ruby is actually the birthstone for Cancer, traditionally. So I think this is the only one, maybe that I captured in that way. But ruby, I think, is perfect. It's so perfect in so many ways. Ruby is colored by chromium, and I've talked about chromium a lot on this channel, but chromium is really balancing and deals with the water element, so it's perfect for capturing this vibration. And ruby also is one of the hardest crystals that there are on the Mohs scale. So Cancer is also a cardinal sign, and I think there's some cool inferences you can make there. But Cancers also are very, in the way that this is one of the hardest crystals, you can take that to mean permanence and consolidation. And Cancer really are loyal and very sort of set in their family and their beliefs and those types of things. So not as much as a fixed sign, which is Scorpio, but they do have their own set of sort of I guess you could say stubbornness, but just strong-willed. We'll go with strong-willed. And another crystal that I have that I think is perfect too is, if I can get it to focus. There we go. This is also a ruby. But it has garnets on it, and I think this is actually the perfect combination for Cancer, because garnet is also a really hard crystal, but it's also a really juicy, warm, just vibrant crystal, and they pair so perfectly together. I may have to do a close-up video of this one in good light for you because it's such a cool crystal and it's really unique. The ruby is more purple in this crystal. So I love ruby for Cancer season, and yeah, I think it's perfect. Piggybacking on the garnet that I think represents Cancer season best is the Pyrovic Garnet, and it could also be called Rhyolite Garnet or Rhodolite Garnet, but it's a more purpley, pinky color, just really deep wine color. And I've talked about this crystal before in the garnet video, and there will be another one of those, I think, next, where I talk about garnet on things, and this guy will make another appearance. But Pyrope Garnet has a sensual vibe and a deep vibe, and I feel like Cancer has that really sensual and even dark side. Like I said, it's not necessarily a mom vibe, but like a cool aunt vibe. This is like your wine drinking aunt vibe in the best way. So yeah, but she's sexy and really cool. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful energy. Like I said, it's very juicy, works with the blood, so it's invigorating and helps with the lower chakras. Just all of the lower chakras really benefit from garnet. And that's something we can use to kind of help us ground during garnet season, or during Cancer season, because it's watery and we can tend to kind of get sloshed around a little bit. So the next crystal that I have for Cancer season is called Eudialyte, and it's not as much of a crystal itself, but a group of minerals. And for that reason, it doesn't really come in crystal form. It's usually going to be seen polished. And this is what a typical Eudialyte would look like. It could also be pronounced Eudialyte. I'm not sure which way is correct. I've heard both ways. But it's got this yummy, juicy zircon crystal in it, which is the red, and it's got manganese, which is the red, and this has so many minerals in it. It's crazy. But some of the main crystals found in here, like I said, are zircon and azurine. And I've talked about azurine in my last video about balance and polarity. But to sum it up, azurine is the best crystal, I believe, for psychic protection. One of my customers connotated it to spiritual or energetic barbed wire, and I just think that's the perfect description. It is so protective. It's like a shield. So a really important crystal to have, but it's so cool to have it in this crystal, because with all of that juicy stuff, it connects the heart. The manganese in this crystal connects to the heart and lower chakras. So it's really cleansing for the lower body and really protective of the lower body. So it's a good heart and womb protective crystal. And very grounding and very cleansing and clearing. So that's also really important in Cancer season. It's also just slam full of rare earth elements. So some of the rare earth elements in Eudialyte are, like I mentioned, zirconium, uranium, and hafnium. So they're slightly radioactive, but not in a way that would be damaging, just in a way that's really interesting energetically. Niobium, tantalum, potentially yttrium, and rubidium, cerium, and manganese, like I mentioned. So those are just some. It's just packed full. So Eudialyte is found in 2 different places in the world. Primarily, the main source is Russia. This one is from Russia. And this one is also from Russia. This one is a really, really stunning piece. I'll probably do a video of it too, just so you can see the true colors, because it's striking. And this one has inclusions of some other rare mineral that I don't remember what they are. So it makes it extra special. I got this from a Russian dealer that comes to Huntsville once a year for the Gem and Mineral Show. So, which, by the way, this year I am vending at. It's October, so look it up and come see me if you're in the southeast and want to come to Huntsville for a weekend. It's pretty cool. It's a good place to live. So the other location for Eudialyte is Canada, and this piece is from Canada. It's much lighter in color, but it still contains most of the same stuff. So very, very cool. I love Canadian minerals. And I like all of the rare earth elements for Cancer because it shows that there's more under the surface. There's really some special stuff going on. Cancers have so many layers, much like Scorpios. They're often misunderstood or seen as one way. When you get to know them, they're much different or much softer, those types of things. So, but also unique and so interesting. So I love the rare earth elements for just the implication that there's more underneath the surface. And the last crystal or stone that I have for Cancer season is a crystal called Kämmererite. And like Eudialyte, this one is more of a sort of group of minerals, but it has such a deep, rich purple color. And the purple color is from chromium, and it's also got a green color. And it's often associated with garnet, Pyrovic Garnet, I believe, or also chlorite. This is a member of the chlorite family, and what's beautiful about it is that we've got this yummy, deep, rich purple color with the chromium that connects us to the water element and balance, and has such a rich sort of witchy vibe almost. I feel like this is one of the witchiest crystals for some reason. I just love it so much, and yeah, just so gorgeous. The chlorite is wonderful for clearing. It's so electronegative that it's just trying to pull things toward it. So it's a beautifully clearing crystal, which can be really helpful for Cancers who might tend to carry burdens of others. Many nurturers or people who tend to put others before themselves can end up just carrying a lot. You know, your water can get muddy, if you will. They pick up emotions of others and just pick up a lot intuitively and things like that. So they can get a lot in their fields and get bogged down pretty easily. So any kind of crystal that has chlorite in it would be great for that. And I have a lot on the way. That is some of the most beautiful chlorite quartz that I've ever seen. So I'll be excited to offer that soon and talk more about it in that video. But yeah, Kämmererite. And these are primarily found in India. I love them. I keep it. This actually lives just right here outside of the frame. I love the vibration of this crystal, and I have a couple that I keep with me too. So that's all that I have for Cancer season. I've got ruby with garnet and Eudialyte and a cat hair. Everything has cat hair. So yeah. I don't have either of these in my shop. I would love to offer Eudialyte one day. I will have to see if I can find a source for it because it's so special. It's pretty rare, so let me know what other crystals you might like to use if you're a Cancer, or if you associate a different one with Cancer season. I would love to know. I wore my pink shirt with a cozy mountain scene on it because it just felt like the most like Cancer. Cozy and warm and happy and full and taken care of. So yeah, that's about it for this video. It's pretty short again. I'm grateful for all of the new viewers and new followers I have. Thank you so much for your feedback that you've left and your sweet comments. It really, really helps to give me motivation and just helps me keep going. So it's exciting, and I hope to keep growing and making more videos and building more content out soon. So let me know if you guys have any ideas for expansion. And I hope that you have learned something from this video, and at the very least had a nice relaxing time. And I'm so grateful that you've joined me, and if you've watched any of my other videos, just thank you again. So I hope you sleep so well, and thank you. I love you. Good night.